Hello, welcome to my video review of the Photography and Video Show 2025. A lot of people watched my video last year, so I thought I'd make another one. This time it was at XL in London, and instead of the usual Comic Con happening next door, there seemed to be some sort of dance competition. These were people warming up just in front of the entrance to the photography show. And here it is. XL is quite different to the NEC in that it's probably bigger overall, but I actually thought the show this year was maybe smaller. Otherwise, a lot of the same kind of things. The creator playground is quite fun. That actually did seem bigger section of the show. A lot of fun places to take pictures. A lot of people having a good time. Stand. They always go big, have a lot of things going on. Tuk-tuk, food, display, spinning cakes and so on. A lot of stuff to photograph. Speaking of food, here was what to expect at lunchtime. Here's the Disabled Photographers Society again. Loads of second-hand gear on sale, bit of a rummage sale. I found these interesting, some sort of custom-built cameras, lenses that you can fit on your phone. I do wonder if you're going to go to that trouble of adding lenses to your phone, you might as well just buy a camera. Insta360, felt like, considering their cameras, they could have had a much better, more interesting display, but still quite like the technology there. Brian Lloyd Duckett's talking about street photography, his favourite photographers, creativity, hub events. Always had lots of models, lots of sets built. This sort of French bistro one that was quite cool, looked really good, made for some pictures. My only complaint was that they didn't change the model all day, so it was kind of the same thing, whereas I'm sure last year they had a bit of a rota going on, meaning every time you walk around there was a different model, different costume, which would have been good to see, but you know, it's still a cool part of the show. I think this was a chair that you'd get if you went on a safari photography trip. It's quite cool. As normal, lots of stands showing lighting setups, people talking through the way they do portraits or video interviews or whatever this was. This was the Sony stands. They had, as usual, a lot going on. It was great to see, along with Nikon, Canon, Olympus, Fujifilm. Sony have definitely a big presence at the show. Speaking of Fujifilm, this was their backdrop to their stand, as usual. Something to aim your camera at if you're testing one of the new cameras or lenses. A lot of analog photography, more of which I'll show you later. £11 for this lunch, which, considering that's a can of water, is a bit pricey. Probably wasn't what I paid in Birmingham though, but still, you know, make of it what you will. Hasselblad, surprisingly small half stand. Don't seem to have a lot of stuff in their catalogue anymore, but still, always good to see them there. Some prisms, which I've seen them around for years, but never really played with them. The stand allowed you to do that, so had a bit of fun shooting other people looking at the stand. She did explain to me that you're supposed to shoot light through some of these rather than shoot the video through them, but still I had a bit of a laugh. Back to the French bistro. The queue that you see in the background is actually for a lucky dip on the SanDisk stand. I was lucky enough to go past when there wasn't a queue and I won nothing. Model train set, had one of these in my video last year. These guys were doing open source modular controllers for post-production and so on, which I thought were really cool. Surprised you didn't see more of those kind of things. Photo booths, also not something I've actually seen before, the photo show. I'm sure they've been there, but you'd think you'd see more. A drone for £60, thought it was really cheap. There was a time when there was dozens of drones on display. In fact, they used to have a dedicated drone area. Respoiled Cinefilm, which I bought a couple of rolls of. And then back to a Creativity Hub event demonstration. Amazing, with an amazing dress. Good. That's all. Leave any comments, let me know your thoughts if you're going to go over the next few days, if you've been, whether you liked it, whether you preferred it to Birmingham. I know some people didn't like the fact it was moving to London, but apparently it's going back to Birmingham next year, so I'll see you all there.